Hey, I'm Rob from JTLpodcast.com and this is my first impressions of 13 Ghosts. Tiny little box. This is a micro game. It uses just 13 cards, 13 ghosts, there's the clue. And what you're doing is you have a ghost, one of the 13 ghosts in your crypt. Each of the 13 ghosts have a number, 1 to 13 obviously. And if you can guess your opponent's number of the ghost in their crypt, you can attack them and if you get it right, you get a point and the first number of points wins. Now, there's slightly different rules for 2, 3 and 4 player, so I'm going to cover the 2-player rules first because that's the easiest one to explain. The 3-player rules is a slight twist on that will take 2 seconds to explain, and then I'll go quickly over the 4-player rules and then we'll have a look at the different ghosts in the game. So let's take a look at the cards. So here we go, 13 ghosts. 13 ghosts, cool artwork, it's all very nice. So basically what we're going to do in a 2-player game, you're going to shuffle, you're going to give 2 cards to one player, 2 cards to another player. And what you'll do is you'll choose one to be your crypt and the other card's going to go in your hand. So let's just say that these 2 players have these cards as their crypt. We know that ours is 11. We don't know what theirs is, obviously. What you do on your turn, you have 2 options on your turn. You can either play the card face up for its ability or play it face down for attack. So if you play it face up for its ability, you can see this is ghost number 3 with these cute little things. I guess they're probably very evil, but they look quite cute. It says there, is the crypt's number even? So the other person will either look at their card or remember. It's a 4, so they'll say yes, yes it is even. Then you have some information, and then you draw a card that you can use next time. So then they'll play their card on you, perform this ability face-up card, or draw another card and play again. So this one performed the ability of a face-up card, so they could. This is the only face-up card, so they could use this against me. I would say no, so they know mine's odd, or they could just draw another card and play again, so they can do that. Got a 1. Say 4 numbers in a row. Is the crypt's number one of them? So this could say 9, 10, 11, 12. It is. So now they know it's an odd number, or they might know it's an odd number between 9, 10, 11 and 12. So that's narrowed it down to 2. So that's how that game goes. The other thing you can do on your turn is instead of playing your card face up for its ability, you could play it down and attack. And you could say, okay, I think you're number 8. And they'll be, they'll have to be honest, obviously, because you'll know if they've cheated, because they'll show you the card at the end of the game. If they get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, they just say no and play moves on. You then alternate start player and you keep going until somebody's got 3 points. That's the 2-player game. That's all you need to do. That's all the rules. Now for a 3-player game it's slightly different. When you attack both your opponents at the same time. If you knock somebody out, the 2 players left in the game will get a point each. And then obviously the game will continue, the one player will knock the other one out there and the player left will get a point. So you end up getting 2 points if you survive a round in a 3-player game. And it's the first to 6 points will win the game. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing you need to know is if this deck ever runs out, players just keep attacking each other until somebody wins. So let's look at the 4-player game, because that is slightly different. So for a 4-player game, you not only use the 13 ghosts in this deck, you also use the 13 ghosts in this deck. They are identical. They do have different backs slightly, and so that is that. And what you do is you're going to get into 2 teams. You're going to sit diagonally opposite each other. Player's going to go clockwise around the table. Setup's a little bit different. So you have the deck of cards, and obviously each team's going to have their own deck. Somebody's going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to pick 2 to be their crypt. They'll then pass these 2 cards to the other player. They'll pick 1 to be their starting hand, and they'll give the other card back to the original person who had the deck to begin with, and that'll be their starting hand. And everybody's going to draw from their own deck. You're going to try and attack your opponent. You're always going to take turns alternately, so if one player gets eliminated, you'll still go Team A, Team B, Team A, Team B, so that you're alternating turns. If there's only when there's only one team left, because there will only be one team left at some point, they'll score a point. First to 3 points wins. So let's take a look at the ghosts. Here we go. So we have this one, number 1. Say 4 numbers in a row. Is the crypt numbers one of them? So that narrows it down to a third of the deck, which is cool. We saw this one earlier. Perform the ability of a face-up card or draw another card and play again. So this is good late game when you've got loads of options, obviously. Is the crypt numbers even? We've looked at that one. So these are the special cards. These are the cards where you can play face-up and attack an opponent. So make an attack, and then ignore your opponent's blue abilities to your next round. So you're going to protect yourself for some cards until your next turn. Is the crypt's numbers 1, 2, 3, 4? Is the crypt's number higher, 8 or higher? Is the crypt's number 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9? There you go. Look at the last 2 cards of the pile and then make an attack. So you've got the deck. You look at the bottom 2 cards of the deck. That narrows it down even further. And then you can make an attack. And especially good when it's the last 2 cards in the deck and you get to kind of nail down exactly what that card is. That's fun. Let's have a look. Is the crypt's number 10, 11, 12 or 13? Look at the top 3 cards of the pile, place 2 of them on the bottom in any order, and the remaining 1 on top. So that rearranges the deck. These green ones are abilities that are neither information gathering or... well, you do gain a bit of information, I suppose, so ignore me. Ignore me completely. So there you go, number 11. Make 2 attacks on consecutive numbers. You can say, is your card 9 or 10? For example, say 3 numbers is equipped number 1 of them. Any 3 numbers, which is good, especially if you narrowed it down a bit. Say a number is the crypt number equal to or higher than that number. So there you go. All the artwork's great, obviously. Got these cool people, a nice little pirate guy. Ebenezer type person, bit of a mummy. He's a very happy mummy. We have a chef with poison. We have I can't remember what they're called. Weird spooky girl. Casper with a ball and chain, and the cute demons, a little puppy doggy, and a green blob. Cool. Very good game. It's good alternative even to the games like Love Letter, which is obviously very similar to. It's also similar to Dead Drop, which is another micro game where you're trying to guess a number of a face down card. But yeah, it's very good, very exciting. I've only played it 3-player. I don't really play 2-player games that often. 4-player playing as teams doesn't appeal to me either, really. But if you've got like a 3-player regular group, then this is a good option for a bit of a filler. So there you go, very good game. That is 13 Ghosts. Remember to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JTR Podcast to find the blog and the podcast at jtrpodcast.com. I've been Rob, aka Jesta ThaRogue, and I'll see you soon.